Hey, what's up you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, I'm Lydia, and if you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, join the growing family, turn notifications on, and while you're down there, give me a thumbs up because it really does help me out. Now, today I am drinking a Monster. Sugar-free Monster, but a Monster. I bought it yesterday and I never drank it, so I'm drinking it now. Today we're going to be talking about the process to receive a mental health diagnosis. So, to get a diagnosis in mental health, you kind of have to see a psychiatrist. Now, saying that and hearing that might be scary, but let me tell you, psychiatrists are not scary people. They are the only ones who can prescribe psychiatric medications, apart from antidepressants. They can refer you to different services within the community. They're pretty important people. And personally, I wouldn't be anywhere in my recovery without a psychiatrist. Now, I have a bit of an issue with the psychiatrist I had in the Priory because she just psych-med me up. But my last psychiatrist that I had in the community before I got discharged from mental health services last year was lovely, and I met him 3 times, I think, and he was very careful with my medication. He reduced my lithium back down to 800 milligrams from 1,200 milligrams because basically I developed a kidney problem, chronic kidney disease, from being on such a high dose of lithium. It's kind of balancing it out, so my dose got reduced to 800 milligrams from 1,200 milligrams, which I am happy about because since that I've been sleeping a lot better. I haven't been in pain, I haven't kept needling the bathroom, and it's just been a lot better. I do take medication for my chronic kidney disease and I don't know what it's called, so I can't go into that. I'm lucky that I'm only in the early stages of kidney disease because the next step would have been dialysis. This year hasn't been my year, really. I've had my PIP stopped because of an overpayment and potentially not qualifying for it. I've been diagnosed with brain tumours. I've been diagnosed with chronic kidney disease. I can't go to Australia because my PIP got cut. However, I am going to Australia next year and I'm going to start saving for that. Well, I've started saving for that already. I've got £50 in my savings account. But yeah, I was looking forward to going to Australia, and I'm not going to lie, I'm really disappointed that I'm not going to Australia this year. But things happen, and the reality of it is it can't be helped. I did suggest maybe November, but even then I wouldn't have a lot of money. So I said July next year because I've got over a year to save for it. I can book my flights in about September or October, and then from October I'll be putting money aside so I can spend money when I'm in Australia. You know, I want to buy new clothes, I want to get a skincare routine that Alana's going to build for me. We're going to go to places like Early Beach. But the process to getting a mental health diagnosis, I've gone on a really long tangent there, sorry. To get a diagnosis you have to see a psychiatrist. A psychiatrist has to be involved in your care even if you don't see them. There's support workers, social workers, care coordinators, they can't diagnose you. But the process of what I got diagnosed with was I saw the mental health team, they sectioned me, they called a mental health assessment and I got detained. And I went into a hospital, and it was scary at the time because I didn't know what mental health was. You know, I was self-harming, but I didn't think that was wrong. I thought it was something everybody did. And yeah, going into a psych ward at 13 was intense. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't understand what bipolar was. So my first ever diagnosis was bipolar type 1 because I was manic, I was psychotic, and I wasn't on any meds. But then my diagnosis, added to my diagnosis in adult mental health services, was BPD. Now, I didn't know what that meant when I got diagnosed with it. I thought I was so glad to have a diagnosis of what I was experiencing that I didn't look into the stigma. And my God, is the stigma around BPD. Oof, no wonder everyone wants to get it removed. If you have that diagnosis, more than likely you've been neglected by mental health services, which is wrong and backwards, but that is the case, apparently. So I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. I was diagnosed with bipolar type 1, anxiety, insomnia, BPD. Then a few months passed and I was diagnosed with PTSD. But the process is, you get unwell, you seek help, they refer you to a psychiatrist. The psychiatrist appointment takes 3 to 6 months to go through, depending on area. I know for me, I've never had to wait very long to see a psychiatrist, and I am lucky in that respect. I've always had quick access to a psychiatrist. Like, I could be ill and then I phone up mental health team and they refer me to a psychiatrist. I see the psychiatrist the next week. I've never had to wait for a psychiatrist appointment. But I am lucky that I know there are a lot of waiting times in a lot of places. I've just been fortunate enough to not live in them areas. But yeah, the process is, see a psychiatrist, they diagnose you, offer you medication or therapy, or discharge. Now, the last time I saw my psychiatrist, I was doing really well and I hadn't slipped up with self-harm. If you didn't know about that, videos on the iCard up there. Recommend it. Well, yeah. But I was doing really well, and I still am doing well. I had a slip up, but that doesn't undo the progress that I've made. The last time I saw a psychiatrist, I was doing really well, and he said that if my lithium levels were okay, he would discharge me back to my GP. I did have my lithium levels done, they wasn't okay, so he decreased my lithium and sent another discharge letter to my GP. And yeah, that's about it really. If you're interested in learning about the differences between a psychologist and a psychiatrist, I will link Alana's video up there. It's a great video. It's also on the screen here. Alana makes amazing content, and that's all I've got for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.